second was a goal?
Well, I was down the other end of the ground. I couldn't really see. I actually thought maybe she'd stepped over the line, and they were debating whether she'd stepped over the line. And as a backs group, I was like, no way she missed that. Well, yeah, I still think it was a goal from my view, so I'll take it.
Has she said anything? Has she?
No, well, I think everyone just kind of assumes it was a goal.
Yeah.
So no one's really asked any questions about it, which has been probably a good thing.
How is the group feeling ahead of this week? There's, as Scotty kind of said, it is a massive game. That It's the chance to extend your season into finals and kind of create history here at the Swans.
Yeah, the group's really excited for the opportunity, and to be in the position that we are is awesome, and it just shows how much growth we've had as a group. I think it's funny, like, the girls know the opportunity that we have, but it's great because we are so young that they're so focused on we actually have to win first and worry about the rest later. So all eyes are on Sunday's game against Freo, and we're pretty careful of not looking too far past that.
Obviously, the scoreline against the Dogs was impressive, but in terms of a complete performance and being able to kind of withstand pressure, is that Collingwood game probably up there in terms of your best for the year?
I reckon, yeah, to be honest, I think so. As you said, the Dogs game was really impressive, but to be able to take it against a team that's proven to be top 8, top 4, and withstand that pressure and change the momentum when we needed to, again, it just shows how far we've come and the maturity we've shown. And definitely in the last 2 weeks, I think it's grown even more than probably early on in the season. It's felt like it's just clicked for us the last couple of weeks, which has been really nice. But yeah, I think it was definitely up there with probably our best performance, I'd say.
Feeling that it's clicked for you, is that something that you notice in training, during games, or is it just a general sense you get around the group?
I think it just comes with being more consistent. We knew, particularly after the Hawthorn game, and we had ebbs and flows throughout the year earlier, that we hadn't played our best yet. And in saying that, our training weeks probably ebbed and flowed. But the last few weeks we've been able to put together a really solid training week, which then translates into the game, and we see that now and we know that. So every session there's no taking a step back, it's getting what we need to do done at training and then taking that into the game.
Scott touched on it a bit before, moving to a side that didn't win a game in one season. Are you feeling a bit vindicated this year about what's happened?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's incredible position to be in. As I said, the girls last year who were part of the team that went the whole season and didn't win a game, tough spot to be in, but to come in and see how motivated they are to get better every day, and they knew it was going to take growth, and to now be a part of that and help drive that, it's been an awesome opportunity.
And what's that done to the way you perform, the way you play, being around younger players and having to kind of take them under your wing?
Yeah, it's funny. You probably don't think about your own game as much. It's more so how you can bring them into the game and drag them along with you, and then how then they can drag somebody else along with them. And it sort of just gets everyone going in the one direction and getting all our processes in line, so we're moving as one unit and we don't have those star players just performing week in and week out. You've got everyone playing their role, which is so important for sustained success.
And just thinking back to the start of the season, or even pre-season when you got a few wins on the board, did you kind of have an inkling that you would get to the top 8?
No, to be honest, probably not. We'd never really spoken about it or talked about it. We knew we had a relatively okay draw against not saying that they're easy opponents at all. Obviously, no game's an easy game in AFLW, but we definitely backed ourselves in to know that we could win a couple of them at least, and then off the back of a few early wins, the confidence started to grow, and we definitely still didn't think about finals, probably round 4, round 5. We just kind of kept looking for the next win, and the challenge was kind of going back to back, which we were able to do this weekend, last weekend, which was really nice. But yeah, as I said, it's now we just look at Freo and go from there. We know the position that we're in, and we'll embrace that, but we're looking forward to Freo.
Would you feel disappointed if you didn't get that win over Freo?
Yeah, I think so, and I think the girls would absolutely be disappointed. Everyone wants to play finals. It's what you dream of growing up. So to be so close, and if we were to lose and didn't make it, you'd obviously have that disappointment, but I also think there'd be a great sense of pride among the group in how far we've come.
You must take a lot of pride out of how quickly this defensive group in particular has grown. Like, you look at Ellie, you look at Brenner, they both kind of started the year at a solid level but have gone to the next level.
Yeah, they've been huge down back. I've loved joining that backs group and playing with them all, and we've had a few come in and out of the side, but the ones that have come in and out have always stood up and played their role when we needed them to, and BT and Ella have been two that have been there since round one, and they've showed how far they've come over the pre-season and the work that they've put in, and they're so crucial for us. Like, they save our butt so many times, to be honest. They're so strong, and the exciting thing is they've still got so much growth to go.
Is that something that is one of the things you enjoy most about being captain of this side, knowing what's to come in the future as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all we had to do was look at the list at the end of last season and look at the potential that it had and how young the group was, and to see such big growth in such short time, it's really exciting, because at the moment it's still only up from here for us as a group, and everybody knows that, and everybody's on board with what we want to achieve and where we want to go, which is that sustained success. So yeah, it's really exciting, and I think the girls are loving the vibe of the club and playing footy and the group that we've got.
Big reason is one of the reasons yourself and Chloe were named captains because of the experience that you bring to the team and because of that big game experience particularly. It's still a really young side, and as Scott mentioned, a lot of the girls have only played 10 or less games over the last couple of years. How do you as a captain manage having a sense of gravity as to how big the game is, but also calming nerves so that you can just play to win against Freo?
Yeah, it's funny because, like, to be honest, I was pretty nervous prior to the Collingwood game. We all knew the situation that we had to win there as well, and a few of the other girls said, "Oh, so nervous, could hardly eat." But it was funny. Like, we were able to. The girls, I think, we probably don't credit them enough for what they're able to do, even though they are so inexperienced. Is they were able to just switch it when they had to and go out and play. And nerves are a good thing to a degree. Obviously, if you've got the jitters early, it's not helpful, which I think we coughed up the first two against Collingwood, but we were able to turn it pretty quickly, and it's credit to them. They know the position that we're in. They're going to be nervous, we're going to be nervous, and we've definitely mentioned that it's no different to really any other week. Just stick to what we've been doing throughout the week and keep a really strong routine heading into the week. And it'll be a little bit different given we have to travel to Perth. We've just said do everything normal. The time on the clock will just look a little bit different. So we're going to stay on Eastern time, and hopefully that calms the nerves a little bit, just sticking to routine. But I think, yeah, I'll back the girls in that they'll be ready to go and turn up on Sunday.
Speaking on travelling to Perth, do you think the time difference that you just said, do you think that's going to maybe throw you guys out a bit and maybe put yourselves off the game?
Yeah, the group, I think someone said that only 5 of us have travelled to Perth for footy before, so there's a big chunk of us that haven't. In saying that, we don't want them to overthink. Our group's really good at just focusing on one thing and getting that one thing done, so we don't want to blow it up too much. They know there's a time difference, and we have spoken about that in team meetings, but as I said, we're going to stay on Eastern time, so it'll just be do everything as normal. The clock will just look a little bit different.
And are you confident, I guess, I mean, as it's been mentioned earlier, finals berth on the line, are you confident in the girls? Are you confident in your team and what they can do for Sunday?
Absolutely, super confident. We've shown what our best footy can do, and I feel like we can take it to anyone if we can bring our best, but we've got to just get the job done on the day, and that's our first focus, and obviously then go from there. But I think we've built a really solid couple of weeks, and momentum is probably on our side. In saying that, anything in the football world, anything can happen, so we've got to turn up and do the job first.